Now I'm trying OpenID Connect, OAuth ID and OpenID Connect configuration. For this demo, I'm using one application, web application called OpenID Connect Playground, OpenID Connect Playground, which is provided by Auth0. This is only to check how OpenID Connect flow works, how to configure and how it works. It's not a real application. Go ahead and check. Let's start. So I am in my portal, Entra ID portal. Here we should go to app registrations and do a new registration. Here give it a name. I will give the same name because I'm trying to connect to OpenID Connect Playground. And supported account types, I would select accounts in this organization only. So single tenant, just to make it simple, not to complicate. And the next one, redirect URI, we need to select what kind of application it is. This is web application, and then you should get the reply redirect or reply URI. For that, I would go to OpenID Playground and scroll down, and you see redirect URI. I would take this and copy that over here. So similar way, if you are configuring any of your other applications, there you would have this information. You need to find out, talk to people, talk to developers or the application owners, get this particular redirect URI from them. Or maybe through the documentation also you can find this information, where to find this information in the application if there is a documentation available. Then I'm clicking on register. For registering, this is it. This much is needed. Then just look at few things. Display name, this is application ID, object ID. And if you see, if you click on here, there are several endpoints. Particularly here, we would be needing this OAuth 2 token endpoint, OAuth 2 authorization endpoint, and a couple of more details. So I just explained about endpoints. These endpoints are needed to do the configuration at OpenID Connect Playground side or any application that you are trying to configure with Entra ID. Let's go back to the application, and here we need to click on the configuration because have to, in this configuration, we have to configure the endpoints of Entra ID, OAuth token and OAuth endpoints and OAuth token endpoints like that. Okay, so here see, this page opens, and here we need to select custom because we are not doing OAuth 0 or Google. OAuth 0 template using custom, and then here discovery document URL. Either you can use this, or as I shown here, go to the endpoints and find out this information one by one. Authorization token endpoint. So you can find out somewhere here authorization endpoint. Okay, so like that. and next token endpoint. So similarly, you can just go ahead and see, but this particular thing, discovery document URL will is the things for you. So for this, what you should do, just go to any search engine and search for the well-known endpoints, and we would get one documentation and Microsoft Learn documentation. Go there and just search for well well-known. This is well-known configuration endpoint. So this is the thing we should. This is the URL we should be taking and paste it here. Yeah, in fact, you should take this URL. This is a well this is a URL, well-known configuration URL. What you should do is change this part and add your tenant name. Okay. For that, let's go here and let me go to Entra. Go to Entra ID and overview. I think in the home also you will be able to find out. Yeah, this is the tenant ID, and you can find it in the overview also. Okay, so just need to copy, replace this with tenant URL, tenant ID. Sorry, tenant ID. So now let's see what do we get by browsing this URL. Yeah, I need to do one more thing. I need to append this to the below URL. So this like this appended, take any extra spaces and then try accessing this. See, now you can see, now we can see the information, token endpoint, all other required information is available here. I would be using this information in the configuration page. Now I am entering that URL here and use discovery. We got required information, authorization token endpoint, and token keys endpoint. It has discovered these three information from this URL. So this way, it will make little easier for you. Instead of searching, identifying the right URL from there, if you just find out this discovery document URL, things will become easy.
Got a client.
Then we need to update these two information also: OIDC client ID, OIDC client secret. For that, we have to go back to Entra ID again, to app registrations. Where are we? OpenID Connect Playground. I think your application ID, yeah, is the client ID. Yeah, it is mentioned as client ID as well. I think you can find them in the endpoint also. No, it's not there, so that is fine. We have got it in. We have got this here. So I will copy this, paste this here, making sure no additional spaces. Now client secret. Okay, I need to get that client secret. To get the client secret, I need to go to certificates and secrets. Then I need to create new client secret here. giving some reasonable name. Expires recommended 6 months, but if you want, you can change. Add. Then you can copy that secret ID and paste that over here. Okay, so for this demo, we are only keeping OpenID profile email, not phone number. I think optional audience is optional, not doing it right now. Save the configuration. After that, so you can see that updated information and client ID, you redirect URL that we configured, but this is one, your Entra ID URL. Let me test and see what happens. Getting this page, I would like to use one of my accounts. I have already have this account. I would use one of it. I'll just show you. Let me use this. I have this account. I will use this. So here it just asks you to consent, give a consent that OpenID Connect Playground is going to view information like basic profile, and it also says like allow that app to see your update, see and update a data you gave it access to. Okay, so view and update. This is a generic consent you would get for any OIDC or OAuth configuration. Let's say accept. Okay, it is successful. Now you can just see some information here. First of all, this means you logged in with Entra ID account to this OpenID Connect application. It means you have achieved SSO using OAuth and OIDC. Not here. To come down here, you see you have seen, you are able to see the token URL, and you can see the client ID which is updated, secret also which is updated, that we have configured.